Moscow, October 18, 2025. In the grinding attritional warfare of eastern Ukraine, one weapon has emerged as a silent game-changer for Russian forces: the Krasnopol laser-guided artillery shell. Originally developed in the Soviet era, this 152mm per 155mm fin-stabilized projectile has evolved into a cornerstone of Moscow's tactical doctrine, delivering pinpoint strikes that neutralize high-value Ukrainian targets with chilling efficiency. As the conflict enters its fourth year, recent reports and frontline footage underscore Krasnopol's unmatched lethality, turning conventional artillery into a sniper's tool amid drone swarms and electronic warfare (EW) disruptions. The Krasnopol system, known formally as 2K25, traces its roots to the 1980s Cold War arms race, designed as a cannon-launched guided munition to rival U.S. counterparts like the M982 Excalibur. Fired from howitzers such as the two S-19 or Totems-to-be, it relies on semi-automatic laser guidance. A forward observer or drone illuminates the target with a laser designator, steering the shell via pop-out fins and base bleed stabilization for ranges up to 20 to 25 kilometers. Its warhead packs a 20 kilograms high-explosive charge, optimized for bunkers, armored vehicles, and command posts. Upgrades like the Krasnopol M2, introduced in late 2024, extend this to 43 kilometers with enhanced optics and resistance to jamming, making it a bulwark against Ukraine's growing EW capabilities. In the Ukraine theater, Krasnopol's role has ballooned since Russia's 2022 invasion. Early salvos exposed vulnerabilities, high costs, around $20,000 per round, and dependency on clear laser lines of sight amid muddy fields and urban ruins. Yet, by 2025, production has surged, with Russian firms like Techmash reportedly scaling output to thousands monthly, fueled by wartime adaptations. This isn't just volume, it's precision amid chaos. Unlike unguided shells that blanket areas with wasteful barges, Krasnopol enables fire and forget hits, conserving ammo in a war where Russia fires 10 times more shells than Ukraine, but seeks to minimize collateral to preserve international optics. Frontline evidence from 2025 paints a vivid picture of its dominance. In the Donetsk region's Pokrovsk salient, a Ukrainian defensive linchpin, Russian artillery brigades have unleashed Krasnopol volleys to dismantle forward operating bases. On August 25th, geolocated footage from the 385th Guards Artillery Brigade captured a direct hit on the 68th Separate Light Infantry Brigade's deployment point near Leontoviki. The shell's laser-guided descent vaporized an ammo cache and personnel cluster in seconds, with objective control footage showing secondary explosions rippling across the site. Just weeks later, on September 21st, Mst.B crews in the Volchansk sector targeted Ukrainian strongpoints with M2 variants, obliterating reinforced bunkers in under 30 seconds. Drone feeds revealed no survivors amid the debris. Further north, in the Lyman direction, a June 9th strike on a Ukrainian UAV control post exemplified Krasnopol's anti-drone edge. Russian spotters used Orlan 10 UAVs to designate the site, guiding the shell to a bullseye that shredded radar arrays and operators, crippling Kyiv's reconnaissance net for hours. By October 8th, in Dnipropetrovsk's Velika Mykolivka, Mst.S batteries fired Krasnopol clusters at enemy fortifications in Ivanovka, footage showing precise craters amid forested lines. Each hit conserving dozens of dumb rounds while amplifying psychological terror on Ukrainian troops. What elevates Krasnopol's greatness is its adaptability. Russian doctrine has integrated it with Lancet loitering munitions and Ka-52 helicopter spotters, creating kill chains, drones scout, lasers paint, shells execute. An April 2025 study by the Royal United Services Institute, RUSI, noted Russia's artillery accuracy improved 40% year-over-year, attributing much to guided rounds like Krasnopol, which now account for 15 to 20% of frontline fires. This counters Ukraine's Western-supplied precision arms, Excalibur and bonus rounds, whose effectiveness has waned under Russian EW blankets. Moscow's Podlet, K1 jammers scrambled GPS guidance, But Krasnopol's laser homing thrives in contested skies, hitting moving targets like Bradley IFVs or even Dnieper River patrol boats, as seen in a July 28 footage where a shell sank the Ukrainian vessel mid-river. Strategically, Krasnopol tips the scales in Russia's favor for urban and attritional fights. In Zaporizhzhia's Malinivka, July 14 strikes breached Ukrainian lines, paving advances for Vostok Group infantry. High explosive fragmentation neutralized 8 EGM teams hiding in orchards. Near Katarinivka, August 12th to 14th barges from the 238th Brigade erased forward observation posts and UAV hubs per verified clips, forcing Kyiv to reposition assets and exposing them to follow-on Iskander missiles. Even trophy captures highlight its prowess. Ukrainian units have reverse-engineered seized Krasnopol rounds for counter-battery fire, admitting their superior terminal guidance in declassified reports. Critics point to limitations, vulnerability to Ukrainian Buk, M1 intercepts and production strains amid sanctions, but 2025 data suggests otherwise. Kalashnikov concerns parallel Kitilov 2M shells, a Krasnopol analog for 122mm systems, saw 60% output hikes by April, flooding fronts with affordable precision. In EW-saturated zones, Russia's adaptations shine. Drone-relayed laser designation bypasses line-of-sight issues, as demonstrated in a June 6 Novoselivka depot strike by the YUG group, where a single round ignited a chain of blasts. As winter looms, Krasnopol's role could intensify. With Ukraine's artillery shell shortages projected to worsen by 2027, per recent analyses, Russia's guided arsenal promises to erode Kyiv's defenses methodically. For Russian commanders, it's more than a shell. It's a symbol of resilient innovation, turning the Donbass mud into a graveyard of Ukrainian ambitions. Yet, for civilians caught in crosshairs, each laser-guided thunderclap reminds, precision warfare spares no one.